I do have a sneaky suspicion of what is going to win. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and a very happy new year. I am currently filming this on the 1st of January 2021 and it feels so good. So I am here filming today because Bookstagram is going to choose my first read of the year. So yesterday I put some polls on my Instagram story. I chose 12 books and I did 6 polls in total. Now these 12 books include some of my most anticipated books of the year that I cannot wait to read. Some of them are books that I am terrified to read because of their size or the hype surrounding them, or I'm not really sure about them. And then some of them I've just been putting off for the longest time. They've been sat on my shelf for like a ridiculous amount of time. So I included those as well. Then late last night I put up the second poll. So the books that Instagram has eliminated are Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Nagan. Really wanted to read that one. A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. The Inheritance Games, Date Me Bryson Keller, Dear Justice and The Poppy War. So I will not be reading any of those books just yet. The books still in the running are The Rose and the Dagger, A Court of Mist and Fury, The Gravity of Us, The Nowhere Girls, On the Come Up and The Starless Sea. So I am just about to go and create a final poll to decide what my first book of 2021 is going to be. So I will jump back on when the results of that poll are in. Okay, so the poll has been up for about 4 hours now. I'll insert a picture for like the final result. However, I really want to read now and there is a very clear front runner. Are we surprised? The book Bookstagram has chosen for me to read, which will be my first book of 2021, is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I am low-key terrified to read this. I don't know what it is about hyped books, but they just scare me so much. It took me so long to read A Court of Thorns and Roses for the same reason. I read ACOTAR in November. I loved it. I wanted to read this straight away, so I don't know why I'm still apprehensive about it. I think the size of it is very intimidating as well. This has 624 pages. I think that might be the biggest book I've ever read in my life. So yeah, this is going to be my first read of 2021. Let's go and start, I guess. I'm really nervous. So it's currently Saturday the 2nd of January. I think it said September then. It's definitely not September. And last night I got to chapter 6 of A Court of Mist and Fury, which is page 57 of the book. So far, I think I'm enjoying it. However, it's still too early to have like fully formed opinions, I think. I very quickly got back into the world of Feyre and Fae. This book picks up straight after ACOTAR, so I'm glad that I'm picking it up fairly soon after reading it. However, there's like small drops in the chapters that make you remember things that happened in the previous book, which I like. Just small little reminders that bring us back into the world of Feyre and Tamlin and everything that's going on. So I really, really like that. The bit that I've just got to, obviously I'm not going to do any spoilers in this video, that's just pointless. But things are kicking off a little bit, things are heating up. I enjoyed the little twist at the end of chapter 4. It really spiced things up for me and it made the book much better straight away. The first few chapters I was like, I'm not sure where we're going with this. Feyre's annoying me. However, very quickly things changed straight away and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm just about to go and sit down and read a few more chapters and then I will check in with you all at the end of the evening. morning everyone. So I am now on page 183 of this book, chapter 17. So I have just got to the scene and we have met Cassian, Asriel and Amren, and I am really enjoying it. I love Cassian. I'm not sure about Asriel and Amren yet, but I think we're obviously going to hear more about them. But I think Cassian is such a cool character. I really enjoyed reading about his story and how him and Rhysand met. And that was a really fantastic chapter. I really enjoyed it. So obviously just before I'd gotten to this point, before Feyre has gone to the Night Court with Rhysand, she wanted to go off and she wanted to hunt and be of use with Tamlin, and Tamlin like locked her in the mansion in a bubble, and she was like, she had a big fat meltdown, and I was like, you know what, girl, those emotions are so valid. Tamlin, he has gone so far down in my estimations in this book. I was all about Tamlin in the first one, but honestly the way he is behaving is very immature. It's very like mentally abusive. It's very toxic and I'm not here for it. I definitely really enjoy Rhysand's character. I think he is fantastic. I think he is actually proving to be a much nicer character than what we are originally led to believe. I much prefer him to Tamlin. And yes, it is my birthday today, so I probably won't read that much, but I'm really enjoying it and I will keep you updated. Okay, so I feel like it's been a while since I came on and spoke about this. It is now Wednesday the 6th of January and I am on page 317 of this book, which is chapter 33. Okay, I have some thoughts. It feels very slow and long-winded and so much of this feels so unnecessary. I feel like this book could have been done in 400 pages. I know that the character development is a lot of the reason why so many people love this book, and I do love getting to know characters, but I feel like Sarah J Maas like spells it out in a way that is almost patronising. Like, she literally tells you everything, doesn't let you work out anything for yourself. It's just completely every last detail she is going to tell you. She is going to let you know. Another thing that's really annoying me, she keeps saying vulgar gesture. Nesta did a vulgar gesture. I didn't even know she knew. I gave him a vulgar gesture. Okay, we all know at this point the writing in these books isn't great. Okay, it's not. But vulgar gesture, and she keeps saying it over and over again. It hasn't just been said once. Yeah, I don't know why that's getting to me. And then another thing is, and this is a spoiler, so when Rhysand lets down his mental walls and lets Feyre into his head, the way it's written is like he-I. I feel like it's speaking to me as if I'm an alien and I'm not understanding anything, and it is literally explaining everything. Like, I understand that when Feyre goes into Rhys's head, she sees things from his eyes. It doesn't need to be said a million times during the whole inner speech, like he-I, Rhys, I, he-I. Grating on me, really annoying me. However, I read like nearly 200 pages yesterday. I'm really going to try and finish it in the next couple of days. I'm just ploughing through until I get to chapter 55 to see what the fuss is about. And then, yeah, we'll see. But I'm not hating it. I'm really not. It's weird. Like, I am enjoying it. I'm just not invested. Like, I could put this book down and I don't think I would care. I don't think I would be like, oh, I wonder what happens. Which is weird because so much is happening. I'm just not interested. I don't care. But that is where I'm at the moment. So I finished this book last night, so I'm going to sit and share some opinions with you. Because there's a lot of them. So, in the end, I genuinely really enjoyed this book. I was so torn with my star rating because the first 400 pages probably was a bit of a struggle for me, I'm not gonna lie. However, I've decided to give it a 4-star rating overall, which is really good because the last 200 pages really did that. So I loved the introduction of some new characters in this book. I really enjoyed reading about Cassian, Asriel, Mor and Amren. I thought they were really cool characters, and I did like how we got that character development throughout the book. However, I understand that's why the book is so long. I just think some of it was unnecessarily long. I'm torn because I liked getting to know the characters, but then it was too long. So I feel like Sarah J Maas could have monetized further on that and like written a separate book about backstories of those characters. I feel like she's still doing that now. I don't know. This is not going to be very cohesive thoughts, and I hope you can forgive me. So at the start of this book, Feyre was really annoying me. But then I was like, no girl, I actually felt really sorry for her. I loved Rhysand, he came to her rescue, and I loved that whole plot line. And by the end of the book, my opinions on all of the characters had completely transformed. So at the end of ACOTAR, I did actually quite like Rhysand. I thought there's more to this guy than what Sarah J Maas is telling us. I think he is going to surprise us. And he did, and I really liked his character. I think it was really well written. He was a good guy, and I did really like him. Oppositely, in ACOTAR, I was obsessed with Tamlin. I thought nobody can compete with Tamlin. It did not take long for me to hate Tamlin with a passion. And those last 100, no, not even 100 pages, those last 50 pages, I was screaming. I was literally screaming. I thought it's a good job this boy doesn't really exist because I would have ripped his goddamn head off. I literally cannot stand him. And the way that book ended, I feel like the first 400 pages could have been done in 200 pages, and then we could have had that epic finale and it would have been a 5-star book. That's just my opinion. However, that last 200 pages, I can't even comprehend what happened. I loved the integration of Feyre's sisters. I really enjoyed seeing more of Nesta and Elan in this book, and I think they will be as well. They'll be in the next books from now on. So again, in the first book I hated Nesta, and then I thought Elan was a wet lettuce, but in this book they did kind of prove themselves to be really good sisters, even if Nesta still struggles to show her emotions. Can I just say there are some really evil characters in this book? Those mortal queens are bitches. The King of Highburn, who is this guy? Who gave him the right? Who gave him the power to be this way? Please, can someone tell me? I will say, chapter 55 was a bit overrated. And the hype really did that, because if the hype wasn't there, I think I would have loved it. But I was expecting so much more. However, the discoveries made in chapter 55 were fantastic, and from that point forward, I was fully invested. I have to say, I do love the romance in this book. However, the things I would give for some female romance, male romance in this book, it would just elevate it so much more. It really would. Why not? Just why not, Sarah J Maas? That's one of the few problems I have. But anyway, I did overall really enjoy it, to my surprise. I didn't think I was going to make it to the end. I will be perfectly honest with you. A DNF was on the cards. But in the end, I did enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to reading A Court of Wings and Ruin. So thank you so much for watching my first ever reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. If you have read ACOTAR and A Court of Mist and Fury, please let me know what your opinions were. I know some of mine are a bit controversial, but I would love to have that discussion with you in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, it would mean the world to me if you subscribed to my channel and gave this video a like, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!